Alright. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the video, welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well. We're back in the outer worlds, doing a little chill, like, short stream, short video. Today's Sunday, so today's kind of like an off day, but was really in the mood to get back into the outer worlds. I'm not sure that I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Have some plans with some friends and all that, so but yeah, I thought that I'd get a little bit of the outer worlds in, and so yeah, but welcome, hope you're all doing well, and yeah, streaming on Twitch at Justin_Hero, and then uploading these videos to Justin Space Hero on YouTube. So yeah, when we last left off, we just got off of the last planet, or this planet, which is, what is the name of this planet? All I know is Edgewater. It's called, this is the place that we were on, or the city or town or whatever you want to call it, that we landed on and all that, and did some business there. So, and we picked up a few crewmates. So let's go talk to them. Parvati, Miss Holcomb, as the vicar would call her. She's in here, I think. Yep, she's all geared up though. Let's see what she's got to say.
Sometimes I can hear Vickers saying prayers to himself. Sometimes I hear him cussing about tossball scores.
Did you learn your trade from your father? It sounded like it when you talked to Reed.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
I don't see the humor. Reed seemed to have it in for you. You worked beside your father your whole life. Did your dad ever work on spaceships? I don't see the humor in that.
He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
Why were people unhappy? But you actually are good at this and you enjoy it. Why would people be unhappy about you getting a maintenance job?
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
After school, you moved back, or you moved straight to Edgewater. You didn't like your classes?
Oh, there were a whole lot of reading, not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay on the design of different wrenches. Then there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches.
That sounds like school. What did you do with your time off?
As soon as I got permission, I spent all my time in the machine shop. They had all manner of parts, but they didn't want me using them, so I had to sneak them sometimes. I even slept in there. Had a hammock tied up in the rafters. Before I left, I installed a little skylight for myself, so I could see the stars.
Build anything funny? That's it? You didn't spend time with your friends? You didn't have your own room?
Can't say I had many. Mostly I kept to myself. Going to the community center to hear music, in a crowd with people knocking into you. It all just made me want to run away. When my roommates tried to talk, I'd get so nervous I'd be drenched in sweat. It was easier for everybody when I stayed off on my own. I doubt any of them remember me now.
No, that's sad.
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big old hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
Did you get much time with him after you got back from school? Sorry, I should have brought this up. Wasn't that one, was he?
Oh, I miss him, sure enough. But he's a fond memory. I was right beside him when he passed, holding his hand. Talking about him makes me smile. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects, or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long.
No
And I got
worries.
so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
Alright. She's such a good companion, like character and all that. Alright, doors are open now. Oh, the bathroom. Nice. Where's the vicar? What room has he stashed himself in? So this is unoccupied room. Oh, there's a vicar. Oh, this is Barbardi. Okay. Hello there, vicar.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
Alright, let's get to know you a little bit.
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic. That's somewhat concerning.
Oh, I eventually learned how to channel it into my quest for knowledge. But my childhood, that is a different tale. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
The equation. Why were you so passionate about it? Were they not religious?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
But weren't they proud when you became a vicar at least?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
If you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right? Tell me about the plan again. This plan of yours sounds like a convenient way to control the masses.
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Seems quite trusting of you to sign on without knowing anything about me.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
Makes sense. That's a big extreme. What if the book doesn't have the answers you're looking for?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
I was a colonist on the Hope. A scientist named Wells saved me. I'm a thrill seeker and lover of great renown. I love a good adventure story. I don't want to talk about it.
Yes, very funny. Just like the Masked Marketeer, right?
Not familiar.
Everyone knows that Aetherwave serial. Where have you been?
I was a colonist on the Hope. A scientist named Wells saved me.
And how did he do that?
He stole my body from the Hope at the edge of the colony and thawed me out. How should I know I was frozen at the time?
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
I'm helping him recover more of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the colonists. I'm turning them in.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
I had family on the Hope. My friends are on the Hope. Just because it's the right thing to do, I don't know. Just because it's the right thing to do.
A commendable attitude.
I wanted to ask you about the book. Does it have something to do with your religion?
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's a philosophist? A vicar searching for a banned book sets a bad example, doesn't it?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
A vicar searching for a banned book sets a bad example. Any ideas where we can find someone who speaks French in the colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosophist scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Sounds like a good lead, but how do we find him? Only one guy in the whole colony can translate French.
The only one I'm aware of. I suppose we could always just ask random passers-by if they are fluent in it.
Hey, I'm the captain here. Only I get to be a smartass. Your sarcasm is duly noted and will be reflected on your review. Point taken. That sounds like a great idea.
1,000 pardons, my good captain. I thought we were engaging in witty repartee. Now, as far as tracking down this scholar, we should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How will a crew manifest help us track down our scholar friend? How is it? The simple vicar happens to be such a highly skilled hacker.
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock.
Woof.
I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Sounds good. Let's go. Sounds good.
Thank you, Captain.
Alright. That's good enough for right now. Let's, I want to see Parvarti's room. Got a wrench. Some stuff lying about. A stern older man with warm eyes. Photo of Parvarti's father. First wrench Dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since. Abigail. Banged up toolbox full of modified tools with unique mechanical usage. Digging around in here would be an easy way to lose a finger to a sawtooth blade. Pick up a spade. Alright. Oh, however, I am taking the ammo. Shit. The Modern Steel Wrench and You. This book is heavily degraded with doodles in the margins. Anything else I can look at? Spacer's Choice. How do I fucking... There we go. Oh! A robot! Ask Ada about the SAM unit. There's no response from that. Okay. Robot. Ooh. Edgewater Employment Community. Edgewater sign. Adelaide's deserters dreamed of an independent life without board oversight. You taught them an important lesson. Never dream. Damn. That's not what I wanted to do. I wasn't trying to be like that. I was just trying to get them all to work together and prosper together. The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. Okay. Sentry saber. We already have a saber. Messages from Alex Hawthorne. Unread messages. Wingman Hawthorne. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous messages, silly me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures. It's about a dashing space pirate. Any similarities to a certain someone are... Okay, then. Turn to root. Archived messages. You Bedford. Return to root. Messages. Hawthorne sent messages. Okay. Logs. Shrink ray. First same results, second same results, third same results. Okay then. Nothing else in the logs. Nothing else in the SAM. Find an acid steeper. What? Weapons from the void. Phineas is science weapon. Acquire science weapon on the groundbreaker. Okay then. Huh.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Okay, we'll do. How am I doing on sleep? Let's sleep for 6 hours real quick. Quick little nap ski. Then have some waters and other such stuff to refill our the apple juice. Boop. Alright. So what was... Find an acid steeper. You found entries on Hawthorne's terminal in the captain's quarter regarding his attempts to turn Sam into a combat-capable unit. Hawthorne planned to replace Sam's SUDS steeper with an acid steeper. Never picked it up apart from Roseway. So, where... So, Roseway. I don't know where Roseway might be, though. Yes, the Vicar. 230 telescoping staff. Wait on. So sharp that it cuts some letters out of its own name. I got it. Let's give him the shock stick. And I guess he can... Oh, he can take this. And his armor is already pretty good. Increases health. There. Alright. Let's make some moves. Actually, let's see if we can upgrade some of our weapons. So, hold on. I need to... So I kind of want to see if I can upgrade the stick, because it's got like some sort of interesting properties to it. So let's take the hammer out and put the stick in. tinker. Repair. Oh, snap. It just really messed up. That's what it is. Does anyone have this equipped right now? Just fix it right now anyways. Fix. Leave that as it is. Break down. Let's break all this stuff down. Probably shouldn't have broke. Modify. So I have these things equipped. So, fun times barrel ranged. I don't really want to upgrade that. And there's already extendo sites. Yeah, let's throw that. I don't want to upgrade any of the. You know what? Let's just leave everything as is, because we're gonna go to the Groundbreaker, and I'm sure we'll find some stuff there and all that too. So, Ada,
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I got some questions. Know anything about the automechanical gathering dust in the janitor's closet?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it. But I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Already done. I'm in the mood for some entertainment. Got a minute to talk. Got a minute.
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
Sounds like a great wireless plan. What if you don't have a power source? Tell me about Hawthorne.
I require a captain to pilot the ship. Without an identified captain or crew, I serve no purpose. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Have there been other captains of this ship?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
Oh, it's talking
How
about
can I
something
be
else.
of assistance?
Alright, let's...
Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Alright, let's actually go do stuff. Okay, finish this lab. Terra 2. Groundbreaker. Monarch. Olympus. Tartarus. Silica. Toggle and Octo. Oh, that's all. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the Groundbreaker first. Why not?
Destin
Spacer's Choice Travel Advisory. Welcome to the system map. Okay, we don't really need to learn about that.
Station reached. The Groundbreaker.
Okay, then.
Can we talk?
Sure.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
What about her? She can't be that good. This place is a dump. If this is urgent, or can we wait? What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure, we could head over to engineering now. I thought you said you could keep this boat in good repair. Are you asking to leave my crew and join hers? I don't think she'd be much help, but if you happen to be along, feel free to speak up.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
I'm alright for right now. Alright. Taking the whole dang squad with us. Sorry for that. Felt a little Star Warsy for a second. Hello.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then.
Okay then. Let's get whatever's in this box real quick. Ooh.
Easy does it.
Thanks, Vicar. Alright. Let's go see what's what.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
They didn't take you to space when you went to school?
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Woof. What was that about, my guy?
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
I noticed you were in the middle of an argument earlier.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
I like to hear your side. I heard you knock someone out with a tossball stick. It's almost like you wanted to get arrested. That guard threatened to toss you out of an airlock.
Yeah, because I knocked my foreman out with a tossball stick. But, to be fair, I wasn't the one who started it. The guy was insulting my Rizzo's Rangers. Look, if it's a crime to defend your favorite tossball team against slander and calumny, well then lock me right up.
This man's... Okay, slow down. What exactly did you do? Rizzo's Rangers, what did you do?
Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And that's when you resolved your difference like an adult, right? Oh boy, so you defended the honor of your team.
Exactly. I was only doing what any self-respecting Rangers fan would have done. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Yup. You're just as lucky you weren't... Got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
It is. I'm the captain of the Unreliable, baby.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
Never call your name. I'm Justin. You in a hurry or somewhere?
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
See you around, Felix.
See you around, boss.
Boss.
Just arrived? Head over to Customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Customs.
Mechanicals all over, but they still got us sweating blue boxes.
Customs.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Aye, aye. I didn't even save.
Identification, please.
Present Hawthorne's ID. My name's Justin. It's my first time here. Let's say hypothetically I don't have one. What happens then?
Everybody's got an ID. Oh, let me guess. You, left it in your other pants?
I lost it.
I hear that one a lot.
What have I told you? I'm a newly thought out columnist from The Hope. My name's Justin. I'm here for the first time.
You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker.
Nope.
You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day.
What?
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
How do I get it resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Any idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Great, I'll talk to him and straighten this out. This has to be a mistake. I'm going to wring this Bedford guy's neck.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
What is it?
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay. Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Woof. For a shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
I'm looking for a drink. Any recommendation? Can I find a job around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Okay. Local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Weird. Got it, thanks. How about something long-term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
Didn't think there were many independent operators in the system. Alright, that's all I need to know. Can you tell me, Udom? Seems like there's some tension between the board and Groundbreaker.
You noticed, huh?
I'm sharp like that. People won't stop yapping about it. It's hard to miss.
What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Yeah, your station's in a state of disrepair. You could make the board fix it. Why can't Groundbreaker and the board just work together? I'm glad it terrifies them. The bastards keep pushing them.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
Oh yeah, they would.
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
All right.
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Got it. Thanks for the
Sure
info.
thing.
All right, I'm out of here.
Be seeing you.
Which one of you was the one I needed to talk to? You?
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
What bounties do you have available?
Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is. Not the criminal.
Oh, dang it.
Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one, but 2 officers.
2. Flying under the influence of illegal substances. I can see why he's wanted dead or alive.
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
Aye, aye. I'll take the posting.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head. Or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
Word up. Alrighty then. The quest objective requires you to enter a restricted area. If caught inside, you will be shot on sight. Using a disguise will prevent immediate hostilities.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar, shipped in and out with.
No one lives on Monarch. I'm hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this...
I can't save
said his
shit.
name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Hey!
Oh,
what do you think you're doing?
Shit. God damn. Nothing at all. Whatever I want. I was just leaving.
Sorry for the misunderstanding.
Jesus, it scared the hell out of me. I didn't realize anyone noticed. Fuck. Ooh. Officer spine. What in the world? What in tarnations?